Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. We all know the Qwen edit model has a pixel drift problem. Even in the newest 2511 version, the output image can look slightly misaligned compared to the input. It might shift a bit, zoom a little, or move by a few pixels. It is small, but you can clearly notice it. But if you want pixel perfect editing, this becomes a real problem. Qwen edit 2511 did improve a lot of things, but the image quality is still not great. For example, 2 videos ago, I tried relighting this photo with Qwen Edit 2511. The relighting effect was acceptable, but the image quality dropped a lot compared to the original. Now, I found a way to fix part of this. I can reduce the pixel drift issue and then use a restore detail node to bring back original details. This helps improve the final image quality. Actually, I have shared different ways to deal with pixel drift in different situations. Today I want to summarize them. I also want to share a few new methods. Let's start. I'm going to do the demo on Running Hub. It is a Configure cloud platform that I use. If you want to learn more, there's a link in the video description. First, let's talk about global editing. That means you edit the whole image. For example, let's change the background of this image into a sunset beach. Step 1. I use the image pad KJ node to turn this image into a square. Right now the image becomes 3000 by 3000. You can see grid padding edit on the left and right sides. Next, I use the image resize node to resize it to 1024 by 1024. Now we can use it as a reference image and send it into the text encoder. In the prompt, I also tell it to keep the gray areas on the left and right unchanged. Now we get the output. The pixels line up perfectly with the original. There is no shifting at all. But we lost a lot of details, especially on the face. As well as on the dress. And we still need to remove the gray padding on the sides. So next, I reset the output image back to 3000 by 3000. That way it lines up with this padded square image again. Then I use Image Crop by Mask node to crop out the gray areas. Now the background edit looks fine. But the image quality is still bad. We need to bring back original details, and we only need her original details, not the background. So I use Remove Background node to generate a mask for her. You can see she is separated from the background. Then I use Image Detail Transfer node to restore details from the original image. Let's compare it with the original. You can see the details are preserved very well. This is the goal of no drift editing. Even Nano Banana Pro cannot keep this many original details. Now let's move to the second scenario. Local editing. This means we only want Qwen edit to change part of the image, not the whole thing. This setup has 2 K samplers. It generates 2 outputs using 2 different methods. The task is the same for both. We want to change the color of her dress to red. For this, we manually paint a mask to cover the dress. Let me start with the lower part of the group. This method comes from Jason. He made a popular node pack called Qwen Edit Udos. You can see several nodes here from his pack. Now let's compare the output with the original. Sadly, there is still some pixel drift. So now let's look at another method. First, I use In-Paint Crop node to crop the 1024 by 1024 image based on the mask I painted. Now this cropped image is the one that will be edited. You can also see this node adds extra pixels on the left and the right sides. This is important because now the image size is 1024 by 1024. If Qwen edits this, there will be no pixel drift. Here is the cropped mask preview. This is also important because later we will fit it into in-paint model conditioning. That node keeps the edit inside the mask area. It also helps make sure the area outside the mask is almost not affected. Now let's see what Qwen edit does on this cropped image. We asked it to change the dress color to red. See that? No pixel drift at all. And the face details are almost unchanged. Finally, I use in-paint stage node to stitch the edit crop back into the original image. Now you can see one problem. The dress details are not as good. And here is why. The original image is 2000 by 3000. When in-paint crop turns it into a 1024 by 1024 crop, it is basically downscaling that area. After Qwen edit finishes, it is still 1024 by 1024. So some details are lost in that process. To fix that, we can add another sampler for a high-res fix. Or we can add SeedVR2 nodes to upscale the image. Then we feed that larger result into the in-painted image input of in-paint stage. This way we can get a dress with better detail. I did not add those nodes here because I already showed those techniques in previous videos. This video is focused on how to avoid pixel drift with Qwen edit models. Alright, if you want to support the channel, please join our community. The link is in the video description. And if this video helped you, feel free to subscribe. See you in the next video.